Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Raju. I am going to discuss about Chola's administration. If you look into the Chola's administration, king was the most important person. He was the supremate for all the authorities, and he was advised by the Council of Ministers to functioning of central administration. King was oftenly went to the tours in the kingdom in order to keep better administration. If we look into the military administration of Cholas, they had maintained a large number of army consisting of infantry, cavalry and elephants. These three were called as three limbs of the army, and they also had strong navy force to control the coastal areas. And according to the Venice traveler Marco Polo, he says that all the bodyguards of king burnt themselves in the funeral pyre of dead king. It may be exaggeration. Then if we go to the provincial administration, the total empire of the Chola divided into provinces which were called as mandalas. These mandalas in the control of governor. These governor were appointed by the king. Mostly they were the royal family. They were paid salary in the form of land assessment. Then these mandalas again divided into nadus and velanadus, like modern divisions and districts. Again these nadus and velanadus divided into villages which were called kurram. Villages were the basic units for the administration. In these villages we can see three types of villages. First one is, in this village the people belong to the intercaste people and all social class people. And second one is agraharas or brahmadeya. In these villages, this type of villages granted to the brahmanas. These villages were tax free. And third one is devadana villages. These lands or villages are granted to the god. The revenue from these villages donated to the temple, and this temple development for architecture and etc. The Cholas were best known for the local self-government at the village level. The Uttaramerur inscription of Chola king Parantakavan gives the details about this village administration. If we look into the village administration, the villages had three assemblies, mainly three assemblies. First one is Ur. This is the general assembly, and it is a tax-paying resident of ordinary villages. And second one is Sabha or Mahasabha. These are exclusively in the agraharas of brahmanas. These are tax-free residents. And third one is Nagara, which were mainly in the trade centers like coastal area and port areas and etc. The main executive of the villages are executive council. This council maintained the law and order, justice and collection of revenue and etc. In these members were elected every 3 years, and mostly it is dominated by old people. It means elders. Okay, thank you.